I'm happy with the follow-up. I have a legal match representative that I've been assigned to who calls me once every 2 weeks at least, if not once a week. And she has made it very clear that I can call her anytime with any questions or issues or problems. I like the fact that I get to talk to people that I otherwise probably wouldn't talk to. LegalMatch, of course, here in Missouri is reaching out to and responding to client inquiries from all over the state. And I think in estate planning, that lends itself to being able to help more people in a broader area than, say, divorce litigation, because I don't want to go to court all over the state of Missouri, but I can draft wills and trusts and do things by mail, email, and Zoom. So just getting to know lots of different people and people from different areas and being able to help them. I've only been involved with LegalMatch for about 2 months or a little over 2 months. The positive impact so far has been, again, getting or engaging some new clients that I otherwise would not have reached. And so a lot of the clients are probate matters or projects that are more longer term, like trust drafting, that maybe take a month or two to finish. And on those projects, I don't bill until we're finished, and I know that the client's happy. So the actual revenues are still in expectancy, but I know they're coming. It's good work. It's not work that I know that I have to worry about getting paid for. Let's put it that way. I just started a couple months ago, and so here in East Central Missouri, COVID hasn't been too much of an issue during that time. And before that time, frankly, all during COVID, I still came to the office every day, and we're able to distance ourselves from one another here. And so it really hasn't had an impact on that. I like the attentiveness of the support, the willingness to support, the offers to contact my representative anytime with questions that I might have. I like the ability to see these prospective cases, or at least small summaries of these prospective cases as they pop up, and being able to pick and choose which ones I want to respond to. And so that, I think those are two things that really make it worthwhile. I guess it depends on your definition of lead. There are new prospective cases that pop up in the new cases folder, probably on average 3 a day. And so I respond to every one with my profile. And then, I take that back. As I said earlier, I pick and choose. And so I respond to maybe a fourth of them or a third of them. And then ones that look really interesting, I follow up with a phone call. And I also follow up by text, and I also follow up by email, because I think the more follow-up one does, the more successful they'll be. In 2 months, I have engaged 7 new clients. And so I've probably there's probably been 120 new cases pop up. I've probably responded to a third of those, so let's say 40. And so 7 out of the 40 have resulted in engagements. There were a couple others that after the initial interview, we either mutually decided or I decided that it wasn't a client that I wanted. So I could probably have more if I was less picky, but I've got 7 good ones. I don't know, because my firm's never used any other lead generating systems. We have always, and when I say always, I mean since really 1980 is when the elder partner started the firm, had the philosophy of build a better mousetrap and there'll be a path to your door, and word of mouth and active in the community and all those things, and they've all served us very well. I got to a point in my career where I've got a really good assistant now and a really good backup assistant, and I've got more horsepower to get more done. And so I'm using LegalMatch as a way to supplement my already pretty good practice. Respond as quickly as you can to these notices of new cases. If I'm with my practice, a lot of transactional, a lot of estate planning, I spend a lot of time at my desk and at the computer here at the office. So when I hear that text come in or that email come in, I glance at it. If it's LegalMatch saying I've got a new case, I'll look at it and I'll reply immediately, most of the time and within less than 5 minutes. And I think that's just what you got to do. Of course, you can't do that all the time if you're in meetings, or frankly, I completely ignore my inboxes and my LegalMatch texts from 5 p.m. to 7 a.m. every day and on weekends. But you just got to be quick on that reply. I think and my representative has told me percentages and so forth of how many you actually retain the quicker you do it. But the clients, when you text or call right away, are always shocked how quick it is. They say, my gosh, I just hit return or send on the thing and you call within a minute. And I can't tell if they're impressed by that or if they wonder about that and what the heck's going on, but that's the key. You just got to reply quickly and follow up. That's the biggest one, is try to be attentive to it and reply quickly. I'm sort of a technophobe. I probably do 10% of what my iPhone's capable of. And when new technology comes out, I kind of cringe. And when I signed up for LegalMatch and heard that I could reply by text and by email, I thought, oh, geez, I'm going to become a slave to my phone and my email. But it's really not turning out that way, because I have my phone on my desk and my computer screen on my desk all the time anyway. And so it really is not a burden. It's just paying attention, really, is all. I would tell them to have a thorough conversation with the salesperson who is talking to them about the LegalMatch program. There are different terms of the agreement that you can look at. There are different payment options. I think just look at everything and see if it's a fit for your practice. It's not, in my opinion, if somebody was just starting out and they thought they were just going to do LegalMatch and that's all they had to do, I would say, no, don't look at it that way. You're setting yourself up for failure. But it is certainly an ingredient that you can have, or a component of the marketing program that can be used to enhance your practice. I would tell them to thoroughly evaluate the program and commit to the program. If you can't reply quickly to texts and emails, it's probably not for you. And follow up. And again, I think to new attorneys or somebody who is really just starting out with marketing their firm or themselves, frankly, it can't be the only thing that you do. You have to do all the other things like timely return phone calls and emails, and responsible, and of course, do good work. We still believe in that if you build a better mousetrap, it'll lead a path to your door theory. That's number one. But again, I think the LegalMatch program can enhance the experience, or definitely bring additional clients to the practice.